Welcome to another episode of Bears News Network. I'm your host, Mike Anderson, alongside with my co-host. If you are a Chicago Bears fan, hit that subscribe button, man. The only YouTube channel that's out there that gives out tickets during the season and prizes during the season, man. So if you are a Chicago Bears
Yes.
fan, it is totally free. Does not cost you anything, man. Hit the button. We appreciate all the love and support. Okay, man, getting back into this season and what's going on. The Chicago Bears have re-signed tight end Mercedes Lewis to a 1-year deal. They
I
reported
like it.
this yesterday. It came out. And I just want to know your thoughts, Cody. What do you think about this signing as far as them bringing back Mercedes Lewis?
Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. Small things to be said. He's a veteran piece that's always good for any room. If it's the tight end room, the wide receiver core, he's just a great veteran piece to add to, in this case, the tight end room. Like I said, going into his 19th season, all type of experience and knowledge and wisdom he can bring towards that tight end room. And then it's just what he's proven to do over his past 18 seasons leading up into this one. Like one thing that I know for sure that I was thinking about, because Cole Kmet will get a lot of the passes and stuff like that. He'll be a good blocker. He'll definitely be in for a lot of blocking plays and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I looked at and I'm like, okay, I'm glad that we got him back just for the little things that he brings that can be big things in the end.
Yeah, I most definitely agree with you. I like the signing. Agree with it. We needed it because of the fact it's a good depth piece. We needed a third tight end after Gerald Everett. We couldn't go into the season with the tight ends that we had, so that was the number one thing that stuck out to me as far as that. A good thing, like you said, the veteran leadership, just what he did, Cole Kmet, last year, as far as Cole Kmet taking this game to the next level and putting himself in position to be a top 10 tight end in this league. What he did for Cole Kmet was just instrumental as far as his career last year. And it's like you said, a good veteran leadership person who's done everything right as far as coming in, being a veteran, knowing his position and knowing what he's positioned to do on the team. And just like you said, also being still in his 19th season, still being one of the best tight end blocking tight ends in the game is just talks to his worth ethic and how much he has put into this game as a whole, man. So, like I said, just a good depth piece, someone that's familiar with the playbook. So not only he doesn't have to learn a whole new
Yeah.
just learning Shane Waldron. It's just basically the same playbook, but just a different terminology. So, just a good piece, good depth signing, man. I like it, but we want you guys to grade it. I give it an A. Cody, what would be your grade to give this Mercedes Lewis signing?
Oh yeah, that's a solid A. Solid A.
Man, I give it a solid A. I know everybody like an A. He's not a starter. The reason why I give it a solid A because he's the third on the depth chart, and he's a good third to have on the depth chart. And if Mercedes Lewis is your third tight end on the depth chart, I'm pretty fine with that. So that's why I would
Yeah,
give it
like
an
you
A.
say,
So
after 19 seasons, it's more than just on field play we're trying to get from him. So he'll bring it all.
exactly. So grade your Mercedes Lewis signing right underneath this video. Give it an A through F, man. How do you guys feel about it? Let us know right underneath the video. Okay, Cody, let's get into today's topic. The big topic
Yes,
is,
yes.
can Caleb Williams have a CJ Stroud type of year? Can he have a CJ Stroud type of year? Could you first, as far as, well, what do you think?
Oh, okay. It's definitely possible. It's one of those things that I definitely think that it can be done. You want to start by giving a compare or giving out some stats on one of them, where we can, you know, see
Okay,
why
so
we're going into that direction.
these are CJ Stroud numbers from last year as far as his rookie season. He was 319 out of 499 attempts. He hit a franchise record with 4,108 passing yards. He had 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and he with a 100.8 passer rating, which was the third best by a rookie in NFL history. Now, that is CJ Stroud numbers. And the Texans finished their team record on 10-7. And they made the playoffs, and we wouldn't know what happened from there. Okay. Now, Caleb Williams, his last season at USC, his passing yards was 3,633 passing yards. He had 30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 11 rush TDs in 12 games, and USC finished the season 7-5. Now there's lesser games in college than there are in the NFL. Make that known. So that's why the
Yep.
records are off. But I can give another stat because this is going to play into our conversation as well. Just a little bit from his Heisman year, the year before 2022, he did have 4,537 passing yards, 42 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions, and they were 11-3 that year. So those J. Stroud stats, and that's Caleb Williams' last 2 season stats at USC. So with
All right,
those stats,
appreciate
Cody,
that.
how do you feel about if can have a CJ Stroud type of year?
All right, yeah, that's why I wanted you to say that too, bro, because it's the similarities. Like they're not exactly the same, but they're very close to each other. That's why I wanted to put that out there, and that's why I say it can happen. It is definitely improvement to be made. Caleb is going to be a rookie coming in, but when you look at it, CJ was a rookie going into it. And he also had another predicament where he didn't have he had a good setup for a rookie coming in with the pieces that they put around him. So it's looking at that plus what Caleb Williams are supposed to be, the generational talent, us being the most improved offense in the league this offseason by our moves that we made, just getting him everything that he needs to win, it's definitely doable. And then another thing that I know you missed is his completion, Caleb Williams. So he went 206 out of 388 that last season, and that was a 68.6% completion. And that's the one thing that he actually did top, besides touchdown, that he did top over CJ Stroud, because CJ Stroud was 319 out of, and his came out to about 63.5. So I mean, it's not a big difference, but he definitely, at least last year, he was completing more balls than him. And just with all that being said, I mean, we know we got a good line. We know we got the great receivers. So like the yardage, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. He's gonna get over 4,000 yards. Probably like I say, top CJ Strouds. Um, and then completion rate. So he's already completing 2 out of 3 of his passes. So that just also adds on to it. So we know he's gonna get TDs and stuff. And one thing that they're better on is the interceptions. He doesn't throw many of those.
Yeah, and I agree with you. You made an interesting point as far as the completion percentage, and the reason why I say that, I know everyone's going to say, "Well, college and NFL is totally different," and we totally understand that. But you guys
Yeah.
have to think about the situation of weapons that Caleb has now to his disposal coming into the NFL. He's going to be one of the overall QB prospects to come in one of the best situations that a QB has ever came into, with the weapons that he have at his disposal, the team that's built around him, and it's why we can expect certain things from him because of the things that he was able to do at USC with the lesser talent around him. And that was just one thing why we added the 2022 stats in there as well, because he
Yeah.
had Jordan Addison. He had a number one bona fide receiver in Jordan Addison with last year, his Heisman year, when he threw for over 4,000 yards and 42 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So just when him having now 3 bona fide number one receivers with a running back who can do it all in DeAndre Swift, and
Yeah.
2 tight ends and Cole Kmet and Joe Everett that can do it all. The situation is just so much better with a more improved offensive line than what he had in college. And we seen the
Yes.
things that, he was able to do with his legs as far as improvising and ball placement and making things happen when things break down. Those are just other things as far as his talent concerned, where if things does not go well, he can still get the best out of a play. So I like that
Yeah,
completion percentage as well, Cody. But yeah, with as far as the interceptions, um, like you said, he doesn't throw the ball into harm's way a lot at all. The last 2 seasons that he did have at USC, it's just that number 5 interception is just that's just his kryptonite right now. Like it's just 5. He last year, his Heisman year, he threw 5. Last year he threw 5. 3 came in one game, which is the Notre Dame game. So you can say, you know, basically he really doesn't turn the ball over, and that's one thing that you really want out of a rookie, as far as when coming into the league, to be able to not turn the ball over, and if anything, throw the ball away. But C.J. Stroud, he also had 5 interceptions as well with 23 touchdowns. So it's an even playing field. Neither one of them really turned the ball over or put the ball in harm's way. A reason
right,
why I will probably give Caleb just an advantage is because he threw 3 in one game, and C.J. Stroud threw his sporadically. But just to the fact of Caleb Williams being being labeled a better prospect than C.J. Stroud was coming out of college. Supposed to be the most sorted out QB prospect since Andrew Luck.
right,
All these big hypes and big expectations, we can see the Patrick Mahomes type of throws and Aaron Rodgers type of movement in the pocket and throw side arm throws. We see those things in Caleb Williams, and only he can get better and advance those to metrics of his game. But when you look at CJ Stroud, we didn't see those things in CJ Stroud. There was still a lot of people
right.
questioning was CJ Stroud number one overall pick or not. And a lot of people still said that Bryce Young was the better option. And we see how that turned out, but you can clearly see it with Caleb. He's the clear cut number one
Yeah,
option QB in this draft. There's no question about it. So
right,
with that and all the weapons that he has at his disposal and being placed in the team that he's been placed with the weapons and putting in the best situation that a number one overall QB has ever been put in, I don't see why not he can not have a CJ Stroud type year as a rookie or even better. But those are our thoughts, man. Cody, did I miss anything? Do you feel like we missed anything? Or
Oh no, I think we hit this. Like I say, it's more so we got to see them both play in the league, and see what happens. But given those they not sure what they did, we done added it all up. I think on this topic, we included all the big points.
yeah, man. So let us know how you guys feel, man. We just want to share our thoughts with you and see how you guys feel. Do you guys think that Caleb Williams can have a CJ Stroud type year? Put your comments right underneath the video. We want to know your thoughts. Like we said, if you're a Chicago Bears fan, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate all the love and
Yes, yes.
support, man. The season is right around the corner. We got prizes and tickets coming up for you guys. So, man, hang with us, stick with us. We appreciate and love to all the Bears News Network nation, man, and family that's been joining us. We appreciate it. And like me and Cootie always say, bear down and be safe, Chicago.
Hey,